Another great day in the CueSoc commentary box. Here we are. My name's Mark. It's good to be back. And I think this is possibly one of the best finals videos we've ever had in CueSoc history. Now, hopefully that's not an understatement or an overstatement. As you would know, my name's Mark. I'm really happy to host, and the lag is looking pretty good. But it looks like Lochie's happy, and we have our Scotch doubles comp here for term 3, the first competition of 2022. Lots going on, lots of excitement. Aryan with the break to start off. He's been breaking really well today. I've been watching him play, and I'll introduce our team. Oh, I thought you lagged. Okay, seems like Lochie's playing different rules to the ones I usually do, but whatever works. So yeah, a bit about me. I'm a 4th year civil engineering advanced maths student, majoring in applied maths at UNSW. My name's Mark, and with me today in our Scotch doubles 8-ball competition, so different to our 9-ball competition we had last term, is we've got Lochie Bown, the formidable. He has just finished his presidency. He's just finishing up with CueSoc, but he's here to win tournaments, and he is a 3rd year commerce student. I think I got that right, UNSW. And we've got Aryan, one of his best friends, teammates, partner for life, possibly. 3rd year actuary student at UNSW as well. Lochie with his BK rush as well. Keen to break, keen to get going. There we go, nice contact on the 1. And a good pot on the 9. Good pot with the 9. Looking good so far. We've got a race to 7. And introducing our opponents today, 2 very strong, very old opponents. Well, relative, obviously, they're not that old. So we have Farhad. He's a good friend at Gateway Business College, studying business and finance. Business, majoring in finance and accounting. Memory's not too good today. We've also got Justin, who is studying teaching at Macquarie. Both of them doing their 2nd undergrad degrees, and both in 2nd year. Anyway, back to the game. So, I think he's taken solids. Well, by the looks of it, he's taken solids. So, we've got to make sure that Lochie manages to give himself enough space. I'm worried that if he doesn't give himself the space here, he'll mess himself up. Beautiful touch on the 11 there. Good. One thing I actually like about the way Lochie plays is he thinks his shots through a lot. He's now in his 3rd year. Finishing his 3rd year, and he's been playing pool for a couple more than that, started prior to CueSoc, and being president and being very involved in the society, he knows a lot of people, he knows what to do, and I'm keen to see him win today, but I'm also keen to see the opponents win too. So usually when I actually come into these commentaries, I would have an idea of who's going to win, but today, not a clue. Both teams are pretty evenly matched today, and we could be looking at a possible run out here. Really good positional shot from Lochie, but Aryan's just going to have to make use of what he's been given with here. Now, he's actually got 3 options, the 6, the 2, and the 4, all of which could work. So talk to your teammate is the best case scenario. I think no matter who you're with, you're going to make sure you and your teammate play very similar to each other, and it's very important that you make sure that you set your teammate up. So he's opted with rolling the 2 forward. It's not the best option. He hasn't rolled it enough, unfortunately. Will Lochie be able to cut the 4? Probably not. The angle for cutting is a bit too hard. You'd want to bank the 6. Oh, but he's banking the 4 maybe. Tricky. Very tricky. I'm not entirely sure actually how he's going to approach this one. Because if you're actually banking the 4 now, you'll need a lot of force on it and a lot of angle. He's changed his mind back to the 6. So, yeah, you want to make sure that you can position yourself as well. He's opted for the safety. Okay. Good. No one's actually been taking many safety today. Everyone's been going with the more ambitious route, so it's good to see a bit of different play. It's 8-ball. 8-ball's probably the game where you'll need the least amount of safeties if you're looking at 8, 9, and 10. 9 and 10 definitely need a lot more, but looking here, that was definitely the right call, so I'm happy with that. Farhad trying to slow roll the 15 there, not getting what he wanted, but that 6 ball's now tied up. If Aryan can play really nice on the 4, I think it should pop that 6 ball out and it should be okay. Decent effort there. At least he's got the 6 out. So the minute that Justin or Farhad make a mistake, it is all over for them, I think. That 4 ball has got a shooting angle if you look towards the right side of the table. So obviously something you need to make note of if you're playing solids, if you're in Lochie or Aryan's position. You know, Lochie's got the next shot here, so he's something he's got to take care of. Pattern play here can be quite difficult actually. So you've got the 13 and 15 that are sort of in the way with each other. I'm not entirely sure how you could deal with it or how you could work with it, but it's just a matter of time. Ooh, unpleasant. Very unpleasant miss from Justin. But he's locked Lochie up on the edge. Yeah, bit of discussion here. Personal preference here would be to try and just push that 6 ball behind the 10. That's exactly what he's done. Leave the cue ball on the end rail. There you go. Perfect. Farhad's got a gap though. He's got a gap to shoot the 14, so really this is the chance now to play out the pattern. Now, Farhad's one of those players which I've seen for a while. I've seen him practice. He's the epitome of someone who just keeps practicing, and same with Justin. Whereas Lochie and Aryan tend to play more, race more. So both of them have both teams have their different approach and different opportunity. Nice stroke from Farhad, good control, but the most important thing was missed, and that was the pot. So yeah, tricky. I mean, that 6 ball is tucked right in behind the 8. You've got the 4 ball with a very hard shooting angle, so whatever you could do, just give it a go, is my theory now. Difficult position. This rack has actually gone on a lot longer than it should have, from actually just one shot that the two playing right now actually have missed. So it's always the one shot that can change or make or break the game, so to speak. Justin with an easy shot in the side. It's not too bad if you can see where he's shooting. The shooting angle is quite nice. We've got a nice shot on the 10 ball here for Farhad. Push it up, play a lot of the top, possibly even a bit of top right to just get that exact angle for the 12 ball there. Nice, very nice. Overran it though, so doesn't matter. You can take the 13 and it will give you the exact outcome that you want. Knowing Justin though, I'm not sure if he'll take the 13. Yeah, no, he will. He always seems to do the exact opposite of what I'm thinking, so we'll see. That's why it can be difficult to play with your teammate if you don't sort of communicate with them what you're doing and what you want to do. You want to make sure you're just on the same page with everything if you aren't taking the most obvious opportunity or the most obvious shot. Farhad with a tricky shot. Now he's left him on the rail, unfortunately, and shooting from rail to rail here, it's almost like a drill he's playing here. But if he manages to get that side end of the stripe, it should be good. Ooh, unlucky. Really unfortunate, but Lochie will be happy, I think. If he manages to cut it, play a bit of side on it, actually. It will help you with the cut. Obviously, grab the rest out, play a bit of side, and lock it at the corner jaw or the corner pocket there. Tricky, very tricky. Nice, beautiful, beautifully executed. If the rack isn't one here, then I'm not sure what's going to happen. That 12 ball is tied up on the rail though, even so. Solids have got the 99% chance of winning from here. I'd just play a slight bit of draw
to push it out, but you can also play top, push it in enough to come out like that. Beautiful. Yep, Lochie with a pretty standard 8-ball here to push it up to 1-0, hopefully. And there we are.
Nicely done. Lochie's on the redemption arc right now. Unfortunate loss in his last Scotch comp, but he's coming back. He lost to 2 of our opponents that we managed to see in our 9-ball league final. That would be Johnny and Yang. It was Lochie and Aryan. I love Lochie. The way he talks actually during matches, the way he conducts himself as well during a match, is pretty funny. He's one of the only players that I know who will talk to you during a match. Everyone usually will stay silent. Maybe Farhad as well will talk to you sometimes, but Justin wouldn't. Justin would just look at you in disappointment. Aryan, he would just smile. So, yeah. Aryan with the break now. Just remember, because it's Scotch format, we alternate shots. To everyone new watching as well, we actually alternate the break as well. A rule that's... Oh, geez, good break. I think that's 3. 4, 8, 12. Yeah, 3 on the break. Fantastic. That's a class act right there from Aryan.
Looking at a nice roll forward on the 7. Oh, Lochie's played draw. Surprising. Again, the opposite of what I was thinking. I would have just tried to get that 3 out first. But I think with 8-ball, there's just different options. Like,
it's like a problem in life, you know. If you're faced with something, there's not always just one correct answer all the time. There's sometimes 2 or 3. So they're playing it their way. I think he's given himself a bit of angle on the 3. He should be able to come out to the 5 or to the 2, and it should work out really nicely. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I mean, this is pool you'd pay to see. That is fantastic right there. Because we could be looking at a break and run right here. Another chance at a break and run. Very similar to that last frame, except they're in a much better position. So see how it goes. Yeah, he's played it soft, and he's missed. You're joking. Oh no! What am I seeing? What am I seeing? Hold on. A very fast frame so far. They both play very quickly, but they do think. I've noticed. If you can see in that 5 seconds they take before they manage to actually play the shot and make the shot, both the players do think. Both the players are like, okay, I need to do this, this, and this, land here. They obviously discuss as well prior to going from there. Quick drink break or bathroom break or a jump cue break. I don't know. Usually someone
Farhad just went to the bathroom mid-frame. He's gonna come to the table with a shock. He's gonna think, oh crap, stripes, no good. Anyway, so while we're waiting, I'll just discuss the outcome of today. So we actually had not a very big turnout. We usually manage to get to about 16, 17 teams. I think we only managed 12 because we're on a Sunday today, and we're on a public holiday today as well. And there were 3 big events last night. I think rave, concert, etc. So majority of people aren't here. Even people who go to church on a Sunday not here. So whoever we can get, and we managed to get some very good players, and I'm happy with that. We got to see Lochie and Aryan progress through the bracket pretty comfortably, with their first match being against 2 not too established players. I would say more so on the beginner side, taking home the win. Next game being against 2 more established players from one of our earlier videos. We've got Lewis and Daniel Valix. So Lewis you would have seen from our 8-ball league final, and Daniel Valix from our 9-ball league final. Really good players, and they actually managed to knock out Justin and Jordan. I quite like both of those players, but they weren't having a good day, unfortunately, and races to 5 can mess you up slightly if you're not on, if you're not focused, if you're not playing each shot as it should be played. So they made a lot of crucial errors. The 2 boys won, but they unfortunately fell short of Lochie and Aryan, who came up with a 7-3 win in their semi-final to make it here. Meanwhile, we've got Justin and Farhad, who took on
Who did they take on? Sorry, they took on Wei Cheng and Jiaqi. Again, two more established players in the society. Unfortunately, didn't manage to take, like Justin, obviously, with his skill prowess, quite like the way he plays, managed to get a couple of runouts with Farhad. Unfortunately, the other two couldn't hold a chance. And then their semi-finals again went pretty smoothly with a 7-1. Back to the game now. Justin with a possible error there. The cue balls landed nice. Luck is on Justin's side. He's happy. He's a happy man. This is a repeat of the first frame. It is a carbon copy repeat of the first frame. A mistake with 2 solids left from Lochie and Aryan. Will they be able to kick and make their way out? If not, could we be looking at a possible clearance? With the 9, 11 and 15 pretty open, I think it should be okay to clear it out. So Lochie's calling the corner. What option does he have? I think he's just going to play lots of right. Try and go around that 9 ball. He's got it. Oh, he's hit the 8. He's running to the 8. But the line was looking okay. The line was looking quite tight. Ball in hand for Farhad. So let's see what's going on here. Yep. He'll roll the 14, come forward. He'll give himself a bit of angle as well. Oh, he might actually play a bit of stun on this, just to stop it. Yeah, stun, perfect. Then Justin here with the 9. I don't think they communicated that well, so it would be a little difficult to see what they do. What's to be done here. Nice. Nice shot on the 9. Good control with it. I guess it didn't need to be communicated too much, but here we go. 10 ball. Hopefully can get a good bit of draw here. Quite nice. 12 ball here as well. I think it could be good. 15 as well. As long as you just play a shot that will open you up, give you space. Beautiful control from Justin. Love his style. Farhad going to play top here. Again, you just don't want to play this too hard. Just give it a bit of juice there. Not too much. Perfect. Justin with the 11. If he could draw full table, come back for the 8. He'll play bottom left, I think. He loves his side spin on these shots. So it will hook into the rail. He's missed. He's missed. It's unfortunate that he's missed, but he would have landed really nicely from the 8, as you can see where the cue ball had landed. So unlucky. We've got another tied up shot there. Justin losing slight focus there. Aryan and Lochie discussing how we can get these 2 balls out here. Beautiful from Aryan. Beautiful stuff. Lochie with a nice shot on the 2 and a possible breakout. I think he just has to play center ball on this and it will break out pretty good. Possibly a slight bit of right. So yeah, he's going center ball, slight bit of right, exactly. And then, oh, safety. Lined up the safety. Beautifully executed.
No, I think to go for the pot there. But again, 2 players that I'm usually used to seeing take the ambitious route are taking the safer route. So carbon copy the first game. That's the style they're going for. That's the strategy they're going for in this frame. Farhad hitting the opponent's ball, obviously tactically, because they want to see if Lochie can break it out. Now, here's the ambitious side coming back to see, instead of breaking it out, can we just position for it? For me, I will try and break it out. And if I miss, that's just bad luck. That's the way I roll. But these 2 are calling it safe. So, again, another safe route played. Safe strategy played. So
in 8 ball, to explain the rule to those who aren't sure, you are allowed to call safety on a shot and pot it. All that means is you're giving the opponent back their shot. This rule only works in 8 ball. You can't use it in 9 or 10 ball.
I'm not sure if many other leagues use this rule, don't use this rule, but regardless, it's what CueSoc uses, so yeah. Justin with a tap on the 11 there, unfortunately. And a scratch anyway, so we know who's got the frame now. We know who's got it, and they're calling it.
So,
The boys up 2-0 now. Here we go, race to 7. Are we going to be seeing a comeback from Justin and Farhad, or will Lochie and Aryan hold their ground and take it home? Now, from Inter-Uni, unfortunately, these two boys couldn't hold themselves together, whereas Justin obviously did exceptionally well from his performance in the final. Farhad, I think, also did very well making it to the end as well. So, really nice to see both of these two guys playing together. They know each other's style really well, and yeah. As per our ruling as well, to avoid pattern racking, we tend to make sure that the bottom two corner balls are opposite in denomination, so one strike, one solid. We always do that, so... Oh, a beautiful break, there we go. 2 on the break, really good spread. Imagine we have 5 balls run out, and then they screw up on the last 2. That'd be very interesting.
keen to see what's going to happen here. Keen to see how it's all going to go. A bit of thought put in here to this, to whether to take stripes or solids. I think he's rushed that slightly, or just hasn't thought it through. That's usually a pot that I can see Aryan getting 90% of the time. Farhad with a nice shot on the 2 here. Lovely, lovely stuff. A good setup for Justin as well with the 6 or with the 7. So solids for these guys. They've got 5 solids left. I don't think it's too difficult to get these ones out. Justin opting to take the 7. He's going to play screw back, bottom left, just so he can glue it to the rail like that. Exactly like that.
He'll stop the 3 here now, just to get a bit of shape on that 4 ball would be my guess. Yep, popped it out a little bit. I think it's landed okay. Difficult to see from the angle where I'm sitting, but I can guarantee you that oh, okay, the 4 ball doesn't go. Will Justin be playing the swerve? Yes, he is. The snooker style. Bit of refereeing going on here, and he's unfortunately fouled.
Colliding with the 12, and there we are.
Lochie with a convincing shot there.
Now time to take the stripes on. Very good. Oh, yeah, good control there. Beautiful control.
A lot of people who haven't played much pool don't really think that those softer shots are the way to go, but it's really just about landing your teammate in a good position, in a nice convincing spot. Lochie has done so for Aryan, and Aryan's just got the 11, then to the 15, then to the 12, then to the 8. You possibly could go to the 12 from the 11 as well. And very nice, very nice, very nice. I quite like the way he's done that. Very nice from Lochie. That is class right there. Absolute class. I'm keen to see a shot like that.
Aryan just has to replicate the same thing. Just play center ball, maybe slight bit of top here. And play the breakout or not.
Unfortunately,
Hasn't made what he needs to make there. With that 8 ball,
obviously having a difficult shooting angle, so
Justin Farhad strategizing. It's tricky. That 15 ball's not in the nicest spot now. Very easy to play safe for these two when you're taking on solids, or very easy to play good two-way here too. So 4 ball rolls naturally, quite nice. Justin now needs to get to the 6 ball. I assume he's taking the 1, but
Not easy for everyone here. Good draw. Very good draw. Really, really strong execution there. Maybe a bit too much. Maybe slightly too much, but again, it's just precision there. I think it's okay. If Farhad makes this one, we're looking at a good clearance here. Ooh. Bounced around a little bit. I think this should be okay for Lochie to execute. He just wants to make sure to land okay for the 8 ball in any of the 4 neighboring pockets. So he's chosen obviously the top right, as per the video. Oh, top left I should say, as per the video. And Aryan has happily taken the frame. They are now 3 frames to nothing. 2 of CueSoc's veterans are getting taken down by 2 of CueSoc's experts. So yeah. This is what we like to see. We like to see 4 guys just battling it out, just shot by shot. I mean, all these frames are very close. It's very easy to judge and say, oh, the scoreline was 7-0, the scoreline was 7-1, the scoreline was 7-4, the other team won convincingly. I don't think anything here is too convincing. It's just the right team took the right opportunities at the right time. All these frames have come down to virtually the last ball, if not the last ball, second or third last ball. You don't get many chances when you take on any of these guys, so good to see these 2 playing really well. And the breaking has been phenomenal. I mean, the break highlights here. Aryan has been breaking like a professional. I'm not joking. I've seen pros break worse than him. There we are. That is fantastic. I mean, he wants to take stripes, but I think solids would be okay here. I mean, I'd probably opt for the 5-6 combo there. Very, very nicely lined up, but Lochie wants stripes. Lochie will get stripes. There we go. They're both happy with that. With a few balls on the break, I think they would have gone with... Yeah, so it looks like 2 stripes, 1 solid on the break. So maybe that's possibly why they chose the stripes, because it's okay. Looking at both the options, they're both okay. So either one could run either way. And look, here we go. Could we be getting another run out here? I don't know if I'm jinxing it. I don't know if it's commentator's curse or if it's not. But I would love to see the... I think, yeah, if you just roll that 11 slightly, you can play the 13, but you can also just pop it out for that 12 ball there once you take on the 13. So I'd go 11, 13, 12. That's my method, and then the 8 should just work nicely from the 12. Let's see what he's doing. So he's just playing center ball, which I think should be good. Maybe a bit of stun. Oh, he's missed. Ouch. Possibly overthinking it there. Taking a look here from Justin now, he is checking to see what the best option is here. Now, I'm not 100% sure if the 7 cuts to the way they like it, but I think Justin likes to obviously take on these cut shots. He likes to take on the difficult ones. Being a snooker-based player, you know how hard potting is and you know how difficult it can be. So, let's see if this works out to his liking. It doesn't, unfortunately. Not amazing now. Justin's one of those players who wants the trophy today. Haven't seen the best performance from him so far in a couple of his shots, but it should pick up hopefully. When I was playing him in the semi-final, I noticed that he was quite consistent with setting up Farhad. He was really good at it. Now, he wasn't making the pots all the time, but he was getting really good consistency, and they were managing to do runs similar to the way Lochie and Aryan were doing runs right now. So it was good to see a lot of that, and it was good to see some strength in the way they're playing. If you establish dominance early on in the rack, if you manage to assert yourself mentally and say, you know, I've got this frame, I'm going to play this safety, I'm going to execute it like that, then you're very likely to just keep winning. The momentum builds, you just keep winning. I think Lochie and Aryan are establishing that a lot more than Justin and Farhad. You want to make sure that you're focused, you want to make sure that you are full-on focused for the game, not going on your phone, you're not looking in another direction, you just got to be dead on in the game. Nice little bump there from Lochie. Perfect shot there, actually. These two also keen for a title. Lochie now has how many titles? He's got Inter-Uni, he's got first years, he's missed out on 8 ball twice.
Will he only be winning team events? Maybe. I'm not sure. So yeah, unfortunate miss there from Aryan, but if these boys don't clear it out, Farhad and Justin, then we are looking at a nice finish from the other two. Very nice finish. I mean, it'd be, unless they go for an intentional safety or a very strong two-way, then you're definitely looking at a win from Lochie and Aryan in this one to bring it up to 4-0. But I don't want to speak too soon. I don't want to jinx anything. Nicely done, nicely done. Little nudge there on the pink stripe. Beautiful from Farhad, beautiful. That's class right there. Really good setup there. Looking at a nice shot on the 5. Then draw back to the 1. And I think it should be okay. He might not play the, he'll play the draw. He'll play the draw, and he's on the correct side of the 5. So it will draw back exactly to where he wants it. Beautiful.
He's landed it a little bit too far though.
Possibly. So he'll have to play a couple of rails. 1, 2, 3 rails is what I can see. And then that should get him around to the 3 nicely. So there we go. 1, 2, and 3 rails right there. Beautiful. If Justin can make this 3 ball, should be the frame for them. I would like to see a sort of shift in momentum here. A shift in the play. Beautiful. Well done. Absolutely impressive stuff here. And Farhad with a clean shot on the 8. Nice. There we go. That's another frame on the board. There we go. So keen to see these two back in action here. I would like to give a special shout out as well to our usual sponsor. I'm sure you're aware by now, but I'd like to let everyone know again that City Heroes is doing a fantastic job for us. We are back at it again, CueSoc, for a 3rd term. Very happy to see the team in action, and City Heroes is doing a great job for sponsoring us. They have provided us with tables, provided us with the opportunity to play. They've given us time, and I'm really happy. We obviously love to spend our time here, spend our money here, and I'm keen to see what will be brought of this turn. So we've obviously got our 8-ball comp coming up later in the term. We've got our social events. We just had our workshop yesterday. Great success, as per usual. Town Hall is a great place to host them too. So if you're a beginner or even an intermediate, we want to try and give you as much advice as we can. We want to try and help you out. It's probably much more beneficial to go with that as opposed to our social events. We do have a collaboration event with ASOC for our another society, so I'm keen to see that happen. And obviously going back to our comps, so we've got 8-ball, might possibly have the 9-ball. If not, we've got our invitational 10-ball, which I'm keen for, and to finish off the term, that should be it. I think 10 weeks of great events, our league finals as well. We've got our 8-ball league going on right now. I'm keen to see what will come of it. I actually haven't been to a single week of 8-ball league, so I've just been hearing that it's been running quite smoothly. Breaking is not as strong, unfortunately. No balls made, dry break, but are we looking at a slight comeback here? Hopefully. Bit of strategizing going on, but solids would be the one to take here in my opinion. I'd go 7, try and break out that 4-ball there, but unfortunately no. Will Aryan be taking the bank here? He might be seeing a very classy shot here, a very strong shot here. Yep, he's going for the bank. Need to give it some good speed here to get this one in. Not too hard though, otherwise it won't bounce. Yeah, too hard. I think he gave it a lot of angle and a lot of speed, so that's why it went a bit over. I would have personally gone with a little bit less speed and a little bit less angle, and it should have gone straight in. Just overdid it a little bit there. Nice shot from Justin there. Trying to go for a safety, but rolls it around the 12 ball, unfortunately. Lochie with a tough shot here. Wow. Good effort. Good effort. Correct speed to play it out as well. Maybe slightly slower. Maybe. But then again, that's just for accuracy purposes. That's just to line it up better. Farhad with options now.
Also with a nice cute little chalk clip there as well. I like that sound. Every time he plays a shot, he goes for the chalk clip. Reminds me of that professional player, Abdullah Al-Yusuf. He uses his chalk clip. Every time he plays a shot, you hear that little click. Oh, that's bad. Call that a bad roll, call that bad luck, call that skill, whatever you want to call it. The shot's the shot. I mean, he's still surviving. He's still in there by millimeters. I'm not sure what Justin's going for. Could you play some sort of shot here to pop the 5? I mean, that'd be very hard, obviously. But then again, they're stripes, so you wouldn't want to do that. Yeah. Good effort to get out. But the cue ball's dead center. Dead center of the table, so problematic for Farhad and Justin. Lochie and Aryan, the dynamic duo with options. Good chances. The 3 is a really annoying cut there, so if you take the 2 comboed into the 5, I think that could work out okay for you. In terms of getting movement, however, whatever they did there just works as well. Just have to take the 2 into the side. I personally think the 2 into the 5 would have been a better shot because you could have lined it up a lot better for that next shot, which is okay. Lochie opting to play top here on this 1 ball. Not bad. Not bad at all, actually, so that's pretty good. Here we are. Now, awkward bridge here for Aryan. Taking a look at the 3 ball here to sort of just slide its way in. Unfortunate. Now we have an out here. Could he just take that 15 ball, play draw, play stun, and just work his way back? I would personally do that. You could also roll it forward, the way he's done, but you'd want to roll it forward to get it good for that 13 ball on the shorter side rail, closer to the front of the video. Bit of discussion going on because I'm not entirely sure as to how they can recover from this. Justin's a bit perplexed here. He's a bit lost as to what his best option would be. Now he's decided to take the cut. Very tricky cut here. Got a shot for the highlight reel if he makes this one. He's opted for a safety, but again, you can't make a safety off that, unfortunately. He's just popped it out of the rail there. Lochie looking for a chance now. Ooh, decent effort, but rushed slightly. Has got a good little knock on the 8th ball there as well. Beautiful shot on the 3. Good control. Is there a shot there on the 2 ball? Very tricky. I think it's hard. That 2 ball's quite hard, so just looking at it from a different angle, I think that does not go, but
Then again, you can get creative. Could you bank it around the 8 maybe? Could you cut the 4? Again, very difficult angle to bridge. Now Aryan's left-handed. I forget who's playing the shot now. I think... Oh, Lochie's taking the 2. Oof, very tricky. Very tricky. The minute he fumbles, it could go quite badly here. Yeah, fumbled. 8 ball moving in the wrong direction as well. Slightly lost his balance there as well. Justin and Farhad here, yet again with another chance at the table. You need to use these chances very strategically, obviously. Going with a closed bridge to shoot the 9. Oh, fumbled it. That is no good. Not like Justin, not like the Justin I've seen, unfortunately. So, not sure what's going on there, but again, we just have to take it for face value and see. Ooh. Is that a foul? No, I think he's okay. He hasn't made contact with that 8 ball with his cue. And the rolls are okay, but not amazing. Again, Lochie will have to get creative with this. Could he try banking the 6 maybe? Doing something? Yeah, possibly. Tricky. I mean, you can also pop the 2 out, but you don't want to be giving them too many chances. I mean, they've had enough chances already. But I think if I was Lochie, I wouldn't try and go for that rail shot. Aryan likes to go ambitious now, and I'm surprised that they're not taking the safeties like they were before. It was actually doing them pretty well. So I think he's here going for a bank. Yeah, not sure. Not sure how that landed. Farhad having a think here now. To me, I could see the 14's got great opportunity, green stripe. So take that in the corner. Now, obviously, you want to sort of jam it with draw. Draw it back, and you'll get nice shape for the 10. He's unfortunately messed that up. So it'd be interesting to see where that goes and how that runs. Difficult. Justin's going straight down an eye line with that shot. It's tricky. I'm thinking about it myself as well. Do you take the 10 and run through? Now, obviously, it's a very big risk if you mess up that 10. Also, could land really badly. Or do you take the 9 with a slightly awkward bridge and roll for that? But again, tricky. Is Lochie got a nice open shot on the 6, or will he take the bank on the 2? I think his shot on the 6 is quite unlucky. It's quite awkward. You'd want to go for that shot on the 2. Get the bank right. Now, this bank means a lot. Oh, he's gone for the cut. Very difficult cut. And it's a scratch. Bad luck. Bad luck all around. This frame is slowing down the game. This is sort of balancing it out. To see who takes this one, it's going to be very interesting. Farhad with a nice combo there. Has popped out that 15 for good shape for Justin to get down the table. Nice bit of draw there. Lined it up. I'd be very happy with that if I was his teammate. Just need to make sure you line up for that 11. Beautifully done. Go with the 14 or the 10 as well. Could work out nicely. I'm not 100% sure. Nice. Beautiful. Both work. 14, 10 now. If Farhad takes this one, we're looking at a reduced scoreline. Reduced difference in score. So really keen to see that go down.
Just go for it.
Encouragement from Justin there. Farhad obviously opting to take the pot here. I think he's nailed it. Beautiful. Justin's got a tough cut here though. If he misses this one, it could be a frame loss though. So need to take it slow. Need to think it through. Oh, he's overcut it. That is the easiest mistake you can make on a shot like that, overcutting it. And when you make mistakes like that, obviously you can concede very easily. So 8-ball being a very fast-paced sort of game, when you've got 4 great players playing against each other, you can see this one's actually quite locked up. Aryan taking it nicely. Lochie just needs to come all the way around, a couple of rails, and then we'll be seeing exactly what we want to see. Money right there. Aryan to take the lead for his team to 4-1. Fingers crossed it works out. Beautifully done, beautifully done. I mean, the way he bridges confuses me and confuses a lot of viewers. I'm talking about Aryan, yeah. Not only is he playing left-handed, which I find very difficult as someone who's right-handed, but just the way he bridges as well can be quite difficult to understand and interpret how the way he bridges and how the way he moves his cue, because it's not exactly your robotic, motion-free sort of back and forth parallel movement against the table. It's very much up and down, Efren Reyes type bridging and cueing. Very interesting to see if it works, but it's really whatever you get comfortable with. If you spend 3 years of your life bridging the way you bridge and playing the way you play, you're just going to learn how to pot that way if you don't end up correcting it. And I mean, it works for him. It will work for most of us. With 1 ball on the break there. Not as strong as the other breaks, but still convincing. When you're up 4-1, you can, have a bit of room for error and have a bit of room to work with whatever you want and try out different breaks. But yeah, this one here, not sure if the balls were racked differently, or if the break was done differently, but yeah, let's see what the boys take. I think stripes is the option here. Solids again could be, but I think stripes has got the easier out. Going from 15 to 11 should work out really nicely. Again, just play some draw, come back for that 9 ball. Wow, Lochie's executed the draw really well. It's sort of punched its way out. It's like the ball's rolled itself almost. They only got 4 left now. That 12 balls bridge could be a little bit awkward. Had Lochie drawn it back a bit more, could have been nice. Is the cut there a bit too much? Yep, too thin a cut. Didn't work out too well. The others have got a chance now. This is not a chance you'd want to waste. When you're down 4-1 and you're keen for a trophy, you know you've got to fight for it. Nice shot on the 6 by Farhad. Justin with a good chance on that 3 ball now. Naturally, that 3 ball should roll in if you just play it with the obvious top coming from the rail. Same shot here with that 4 ball. You just don't want to fumble it like Farhad has done there. Ouch. Lochie and Aryan pretty much have an out here. Just take the 9. Then you take the... it looks like there's no gap to play the 9. So you might have to go straight with the 15. So just the cue ball rolled against their favor. Take the 9 here maybe down the rail, or possibly the 10 depending on where it lands. then take the 9. So 9 or 10 first, then 9 or 10 again, and then come for the 12 before going for the 8. It all should sort of click and it all should sort of work out. There we are. So good bit of draw. Now I probably would have just stopped it, tried to jam it maybe against a rail, but again it's landed okay. He's given Lochie the option to actually take the 12 too, but yeah, not a bad idea to run with that pattern. Again, different ways to get the job done, as long as you just make the balls. Beautiful execution. That 9 ball should go straight in the corner pocket, and if he could draw it back, it should come in really nicely to that 8 ball. Just be careful, obviously, drawing it, because you can scratch here, so you might have to just play it soft draw or soft top, as it's just done there. And will they be able to strengthen their lead? Let's hope so. Lochie just needs to focus on this 8 ball here. And the redemption is underway. That is beautiful. Class act once again from our 2 CueSoc experts right there. Quick word on our invitational comp. Slightly new format that I might discuss. So the 4 players playing here will all get invited. We invite our top 16. It is our one case of event where we do get to showcase 10 ball. It's our one event where we do get to showcase 10 ball. I'm keen to see it. I'm keen to watch it if I'm not playing myself. So our top 16 all get invited. We get to see 4 groups of 4 play races to 4. Lots of 4s, but yeah. And the top 2 from each group advance to a single elimination style final. Now Justin Chau is keen to win 10 ball. Lochie's also keen to win it. We had Justin in the final in the last one, losing to Tim. Tim's pretty much won everything now, so he's not able to play, unfortunately. We do have a rule where if you win a competition, you cannot come back and play in it. Also, if you've graduated, we can't let you play in our CueSoc competitions. Another great break from the boys, though. How many balls was that on the break? That was 3. Another 3 balls on the break. I mean, Aryan is breaking exceptionally today. I don't think the CueSoc channel will have ever seen anything like this, anything of this sort. I mean, this is beautiful. Put those 3 breaks that Aryan has done today in the highlight reel. I'm a happy man. 3 balls on the break 3 times. Beautiful. And it is just making life so much easier for them. Back to the invitational format, though. Tim obviously took the title against Justin Chau. Leon has graduated now, so we're looking at an interesting and different different player pool, I should say. The best part of the prize pool would be just the pride of winning the event and the trophy itself, I'd say. I'm keen to see Farhad play. I have not seen him in this format for 10 ball, so it should be good to invite him. Aryan as well to come back. He had a rough year last year. A rough term in term 1 with Invitational, but he's obviously on his way to redeem himself. He's been practicing a lot. He's been playing a lot, especially with Lochie's guidance. Or they obviously guide each other. They can help go for gold. Nice scratch avoidance there. Nice apology as well. But can Lochie set up Aryan for this 8 ball? Could we be seeing a break and run today? I'd be happy to see one at least, surely. Aryan's suggesting for Lochie to land it over in that side over there of the table, but I'd say it's quite difficult to do such. Play draw, try and come out and play the 8 in that corner, but maybe he's going to play top and roll it forward. Oh no. Commentator's curse was once smashed. was collided with everything. That is no good. What option do they have here, the boys? Could we be seeing a 11 roll into the 2? Or will we be looking at that 9 ball maybe, or that 12 ball over there? Yeah, so he's going for the 11 into the 2 now. If he messes this up, it's game over. That 8 ball will just go straight in. Yep, there we go. He's gone way too hard on it. Has not played the line correctly, unfortunately. Has Aryan got a chance with that 8 ball? Oh, Justin's conceded. One of the fastest 8 ball frames we've seen there. Oh no, he hasn't conceded. It must have been a foul. I think we're looking at a double hit, was it? Yeah. quite uncommon from Justin there. The boys on the hill now. Lochie and Aryan up 6-1. The momentum has shifted back their way. A really, really good frame. I know we'd all like to see Aryan break. He's been breaking superb today, but hopefully Lochie can replicate the 3 balls on the break. Now with the 8 ball, obviously you want to be putting that cue ball dead center or slightly off dead center from the line, so you can get those 2 corner balls to go in, the 2 opposing corner pockets, or you can get those 2 balls from the 3rd row to go into the 2 side pockets. You've got 4 options to get those 4 balls in. Now, if you're not able to make those, you can obviously rely on another ball just randomly colliding into another ball. Lochie here breaking from the end rail, making good lines. There we go, that corner ball made it in. 1 ball on the break, good enough. Strong break as well. Opened up the rack, but a couple of clusters around. So the 10 ball there, not looking good. You'd want to opt for solids here is my guess, just because of that 10 ball. So yeah, take the 5 maybe, come for the 1. Take the 2 even as well as an option. We'll see what Aryan opts for. He's taken the 11. Has he executed it well? He sure has. He's got a lucky roll there, so that's really good. Now he's obviously, we play core pockets, so he's obviously gone for exactly what he wanted. Lochie would be discussing how he could draw it back all the way to come back at least for the 9. Wow. Half a table worth of draw there. And where has it gotten him? It's gotten him to... yeah, I'm not sure what he was trying to do. Maybe he was trying to break out, or maybe he's giving him a shot there for the 10 into the corner. Has he rolled it all the way? It's tough. A very difficult shot he wanted to give his teammate. If I was Lochie's teammate, I wouldn't be happy with that. I would tell him, hold on. I'm not sure if I want that shot. But each their own. Aryan seemed keen on it. Farhad going for a full drawn, full blown hit of topspin on that shot. Not really doing much there though. Has it given Justin any chances? Maybe the 5? Really all I can see. That 7 ball as well can go. Or the 2 as well. But again, very difficult on all fronts. A nice little touch, bit of karma there. Manages to squeeze that 2 ball in. Farhad just needs to come out from that 5 ball. Roll himself into a strategic position. I'd probably opt for the back half of the 8 ball to land on that side. Otherwise, you won't be able to get much good control on it just because of the angle you're shooting at and the way you're going. Just to play a bit of center ball, try and aim for that back half of the 8 ball. Looks like he's gone for the pot in the corner. I mean, not a bad idea, obviously, but I think the pot on the side could have been better for his control. Reason is you don't have much of an angle here to shoot, and especially if you misalign this one here, the shot to shoot the 1 is pretty tough. Wow, very nice shot. That's actually played to perfection pretty much, the pot. The position, not 100% sure how much better it could have been played, but I guess whatever works. A nice shot from Farhad there. Rolled it in perfectly with perfect speed and perfect position there. Will Justin opt to choose the 7, or will he opt to choose the 3, draw back and play the 7? Both options work. I mean, you can also draw back on the 7 to land yourself nicely for the 3 and then for the 8. There we go, beautiful on the 7. The boys are now coming back, they are holding on. Keen to see it. Good shot from Farhad. Now Justin cannot choke this one, otherwise we could be looking at a potential loss here. He's got it. He's nailed it. He's absolutely nailed it there. That is great work. Justin's offset, but a frame's a frame. Farhad's posing, and the 2 boys are breaking. Score is 6-2 now. Could we be seeing the comeback of the century? Now, the only way they can come back is to stop Lochie and Aryan from actually winning a frame. Is this an easy feat? Absolutely not. Lochie and Aryan have a pretty good chokehold on the game. They have a pretty good strategy on how to actually take it home and what to do. But personally, I'm not too fussed with the outcome. Whatever happens, happens. May the better player win. The playing conditions today have been pretty good. The tables have been rolling slightly different to the expected though. I think Burwood still hasn't been clothed too recently, so some of these tables aren't up to scratch in terms of what you'd expect. Obviously, we're very happy to have the tables, but something that is interesting is just the way the tables are playing. I think they're set to get reclothed in a couple of months from now by the end of the year. So at least from what I've heard, I've asked around a little bit. And I'm keen to see when the tables are reclothed, who's going to be playing with who and what's going to be happening. So obviously we've got our national events that are hosted here. We've got Joe's events here, Chau's Chaos Pool Series. He's obviously got his grand final coming up in a few weeks. We are usually excited to see a couple of ex-CueSoc players play in that. Leon, obviously, a strong member there. We've got Jason Dye, we've got Kenneth, we've got, who else? Sometimes Ray Cole, Patrick. I've seen a few others there as well. Justin Wang will go and play sometimes. So, yeah. The top contingency from CueSoc, all our handicap 10s tend to usually move on into that direction and tend to play all that chaos pool. Yeah, like your Kyle Toff and who else is the other one? Chris Dam as well. Beautiful, strong players. Great break from Justin. 2 balls on the break. Not bad. Managed to get 1 predicted ball and 1 kiss from another ball into the pocket. Farhad with options now, with tricky options actually here. Is that 3 ball worth going for? Ooh, rushed it. Rushed it. Didn't control it and time it the way he should have. But Lochie and Aryan back at the table now with an open table, so they can choose solids or stripes. When I say open table, usually that's what it means. Obviously, it also has the meaning of everything being spread out. Great positional shot there from Lochie. Aryan being left-handed has nice reach on this. So he can obviously just tap this red ball in. And lovely play right there. Is he giving himself good shape for that 5 ball? Oh, it's tough. It's tough. I think he's got him through to the gap onto the 2. He's just going to go straight through. Slow roll top. Come onto the 1. And just hope for the best, I guess, really. Oh, popped out. Popped out. Bad time to make a mistake, unfortunately. Justin and Farhad coming off from a win on the last frame. They're quite fired up. Justin taking it nicely. One thing that I noticed, actually, a little sort of fun fact I might mention, is I think this is one of our first finals videos where we've got 4 players of 4 very different backgrounds and very different styles. I was talking earlier about how Lochie and Aryan love to race and love to play, whereas Justin and Farhad are the 2 type to practice. Not really those 2 who will come here, play for the table. They're usually more so, alright, I'm going to turn up, I'm just going to practice. Justin obviously being a snooker player, coming from a snooker background, he's obviously at Mounties a lot. And he's going pretty crazy over there. Has been doing quite well. I'll have to ask him about how he went in his most recent snooker tournaments, but he hasn't made his 147 yet. I know 147 is just a number, but to a snooker player, it is sort of that feat of strength that can get you there. He's made 130s before, 140s before. No, not a 140 actually. I think his highest is 135 or 136 as a break, which is, I mean, incredible. But it goes to show that even someone who can make a 136 still struggles with the game of pool. Like, is pool and snooker convertible, the skills? I wouldn't say so much.
Oh, spoke too soon maybe. Shouldn't have said that. But yeah, speaking of the styles of each player, obviously you've got Aryan coming from a background of just racing a lot, playing a lot. Similar style to Lochie, seeing as they're good friends coming from uni together. And yeah, Farhad trying to look for the gap. I think it was smart that he actually looked for the gap there.
You'd want to consider that 12 ball sort of going in.
Oh, is the roll bad there? That's a bad roll. That's a bad roll. Lots of unnecessary side spin there. I think you just wanted to caress that ball in, avoid making contact with that one ball. Justin's got it tough now.
Justin's got it very tough now. Could this give away the rack for the boys? I don't know.
It's hard to tell, but quite possibly it could. If he doesn't make a combo of the 12 onto the 9, or if he doesn't manage to go around the 12 and to hit the 9, which I don't think is possible, then we could be looking at game over right here.
The 1 ball's nicely set up to the pocket.
The 5 goes in nicely, and you can obviously position to the 8 quickly from the 2. $12 to 9. Unfortunately, misaligned. The 5 ball's blocked, so you do want to have to hit it the other way. Being in Lochie's position here, you'd want to make use of at least where the 5 is, or at least try and work out how can you get back to that side. How can you get yourself back to where the cue ball is right now? You don't want the cue ball on the other end of the 5 because obviously you're blocking your chance. You don't want to also leave it too much in the center of the table, otherwise you're going to have to bank it. So Lochie's pretty much taking the opportunity now. Nailed it. Well done. Is that a scratch?
Ouch.
Ouch. Hurts. It hurts a lot. It's tricky. It's tricky to hold yourself up and keep yourself going, but yeah. You can lose your momentum and you can lose your mental game very easily after losing a shot like that. So if I was Farhad and Justin, I'd make sure just to get these, nail these, get the combo. Oh,
again, another shot that hurts. Another shot that hurts. Maybe he rushed it. Maybe he didn't think it through too hard and think to play more power or more speed on the cue ball there. Aryan with a great shot on the 2 here. Nailed it. Heart of the pocket right there. Has he snookered himself behind the 8? He has. Exactly snookered himself behind the 8. Will Lochie be kicking along the long rail? He will be. He doesn't like to jump these ones for some reason. I don't know if Lochie is too much the type to jump. Lochie and Aryan like to usually take the kicking option, as well as Farhad and Justin tend to kick as well. Your more recent, newer players like your Lewis and your Valix, they love to jump. I've noticed Lewis is probably better at jumping than he is at taking the pot sometimes. When the pot can get quite difficult, he'll always decide to take the jump. Here we go. Lochie escaping nicely though, but Justin here using his chance as well, playing to his advantage as well. Farhad now just has to dig into the ball, go as far deep as possible to get the draw. Nice draw there. Has he overdrawn it though? Yes, he has. Overdrawn it, overplayed it. He couldn't actually get it to come back off that rail onto a good position for the 8. So Justin's definitely looking at a bank here. This is very much uncuttable. The angle is more than 90 degrees. So you'd want to just bank into the side. Now, Justin tends to like to go from corner to corner as well. So we might be seeing something different here. Let's just see what he picks. But personally, the pool players like to go into the bank into the side. Snooker players like to bank into the corners. At least from what I've noticed. Again, don't take my word for that. It's just my observation. This shot here is a make or break once again. It also comes down to where you land the cue ball. If you manage to land the cue ball in a good spot, at least in a spot where the cue ball cannot pot the 1. For example, anything past center towards the emptier side of the table, or anything just along that rail closer to the side of the 1, the longer rail closer to the side of the 1, it should be fine. Justin opting with a safety there. Rolling it. Oh, is that a scratch? That is not a scratch. That's a good shot. And Aryan is looking to think to take the cut here. It's hard. Can he get movement on it? Yes, he definitely can get movement on it. So I think it's just a matter of playing a lot of side. He's going with a lot of right, choose obviously the inside side angle to play it with. He's got a bit of movement there. Oh, that one is dancing next to the pocket and it hasn't fallen in. Wow. Wow, that is too close. That is too close to call right there, but unfortunately Aryan's not too happy with that. I wouldn't be too happy with that myself. But will the boys take the rack here? Bring it up to 6-3. They've clutched on. Oh, you are joking. You're joking. Farhad has choked it. He's let the opponents get into his head a little bit. Again, you just want to make sure you don't make any stupid errors here. Very easy to scratch because the one ball's sort of dangling on that edge there. So you could even just make sure that you just pop it against the jaw of the cue ball, as opposed to just going straight onto it and playing draw. That's what Lochie will do though. He'll probably just go draw in, try and draw back out. But I'll just try and pop it against the edge. Yeah, he's drawn it. Has he overdrawn it? He has. He's definitely overdrawn it. He's left Aryan with a bank to finish the game. It's quite a difficult cut, otherwise he could go for the cut. It's good to take a look at it. Yeah, I think he actually might opt for the cut here. For the win. He's nailed it, and welcome to term 3. A great term, starting off with a great win from Lochie and Aryan, taking it home 7-2. Fantastic. I was really happy with that. It was great to see some good shots, some good pool. And again, just a quick thank you to City Heroes for doing a great job at our event. Thank you again to our players. I hope the winners enjoy their prizes, trophies, etc. And I'm keen to see everyone at all of our events. So great job to everyone, and signing off for now. My name's Mark, if you've forgotten. If you haven't forgotten, I'm keen to come back.